Okay, so yeah, we're going to start issue 9 of Amstrad Action. But first, we've got to look at this game that I conveniently forgot about somehow. So, it's a soccer game. Yes, indoor soccer. So, yeah, kind of forgot about this last time. So we'll get this out of the way now. Just this one review. Then we'll go on to issue 9. Okay, indoor soccer. Having hung up their cowboy boots and 6 guns, the Magnificent Seven have turned to software and come up with a couple of sporting simulations. This version of five-a-side football is very reminiscent of Ocean's Match Day, but doesn't live up to it in many ways. The action takes place on a large left-right scrolling pitch with 5 players on either team, one of whom acts as a goalkeeper. You can play against another player or the computer, which has 3 skill levels. The game takes place over 2 5-minute halves, the teams changing ends at half time. If you're in position, you control the player with the ball, who can be moved around the pitch and kick the ball. When the other team is in position, the computer picks a player for you to control and go after the ball. To get position, you run into the player or tackle him by pressing fire, which may make him fall over. Good. The edge of the pitch is blocked by boards, which the ball bounces off and you can't get it in the air. When the goal is threatened, the keeper can be moved up and down to block the ball, bouncing it out for any player to collect it. Against the computer, the gameplay is rather simple, although it is a tough opponent on the second and third levels. The graphics and sound are very ordinary, with a very funny looking crowd. Certainly not much to shout about here. Second opinion. Gruesome scrolling almost prevented from playing this. Okay, but I persevered and almost enjoyed it. At the end of the day, though, David, it's not a very skillful game. Third opinion. Gameplay is pretty poor, and the graphics are diabolical. And why do the crowd all support Rangers? Green screen view. Nothing to complain about here. Nothing to get excited about either. Good news. Tough computer opponent. Bad news. Match day is better. Tricky scrolling. Repetitive gameplay. Graphics 41, Sonics 28, grab factor 33, staying power 30, overall rating 31%. Okay, well, guess you have to play this then. So let's do that. Okay. No, too many letters. Okay. Now we're off. And it's not capturing because of course it's not. There it is. A magnificent 7% indoor soccer, written by G. Michael Ritchie. There you go. One player game. And easy. We'll play it on easy because we suck. Rangers. Yeah, there you go. The Rangers fans were right. Oh, here you go. I got the ball. Okay, that was easy. Come back here. Oh, this is a little glitchy. Hey, get back here. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Come back here. Get back here. Hey. Go! 2-0. Why are there mimes in the group, in the crowd? Back here. Pass it to the position. Alright. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh geez, what was he doing? Hey. 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 5-0. I have so games either. Way too easy or way too hard. But you do at least have difficulty levels on this. Let's run along here with the boy. He can't catch up apparently. That's no. Oh boy. Fun. Oi. Seven nil. Eight nil. Oh, easy does seem to be pretty easy. Yeah. Half over. That was the first half. Ooh, that's a little glitchy. Maybe I'll go the other direction now. Hey, you back here. A little glitchy again. They're glitching out. 9-0. Hey. Okay. Back here. I get 10. There we go. 10. Off we go again. No. There we go. That's how you do it. Just shove them over. It's so much more fun. Okay. $14. We move. Could have given me control of the guy you're passing it to. Right, keep back here. Half over. We win! Yeah, so that's indoor soccer. We got that out of the way. Now we can get on to the business at hand. Okay. On to our issue 9, finally. We finally got to it. We've got Batman on the cover. I'm sure DC won't sue or anything. Batmap. 4-page playing guide to the remarkable Ocean game. Which printer? Basic. Sizzling software. The latest CPC and PCW titles. We got one PCW game in this issue. Get to play that for a change. The independent CPC PCW mag. Created on Amstrad keyboards and for Amstrad users by Amstrad addicts. Number 9, June 1986. Our software was made for it. Without doubt, the Amstrad range of computers was rapidly establishing itself at the forefront of personal micro industry. In response to this trend, US Gold and Ultimate Play the Game have produced a series of stunning conversions designed to exploit the best features of the Amstrad Micro. Here are 4 outstanding classic games from our ever-increasing range that will enhance any software collection. Kung Fu Master, Beachhead 2, Gunfight, and the Dam Busters. These are contents. Holy Mercator Batman, this has got to be the greatest map Gotham City has ever seen. The whole of Batman in full, vibrant colour. And what to look forward to. Arcade Action. Movie's not an arcade game. Arcade style action drama. Okay, so, whatever. Yeah, Kung Fu. If you can master the 10 moves, expect the unexpected and fight for your life against the formidable masters of the martial arts. You may live to meet them again on the mountain or in the temple. Movie, arcade style action drama, 3D gangsters. Hit your screen. Interactive bubble speech. Don't miss this picture, it speaks for itself. Mikey. Mikey plays a knockout frantic force in the classroom, locker room, and the high school cafeteria. Hip zap, door attack, throw balls and pies. But can you make him hand his love letter to his girlfriend? Ping pong. You can always feel the tension of the big match breaking through the screen. The expectant crowd is almost on top of you. You return the service with a topspin backhand and a forward backspin. The ball bounces high from your opponent's looping defensive lob. Smash! A great shot opens the score, but this is only your first point. Play head-to-head or against the computer in this Konami's first and best table tennis simulation. Hypersports. Enter the stadium of Konami's #1 arcade smash hit sports simulation. From the finesse and skill of archery and skeet shooting to the critical timing and brute force of weightlifting, which is impossible. 6 events to test you to your limit. Hypersports continuing this challenge where track and field left off. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Oh no, Tomatoes eating him. He looks mildly upset about it. Nominated for Worst Vegetable Movie of All Time. Squash Him or Be Squashed. A global Golden Turkey production. Excellent. Available for all Spectrum 48K, all Amstrad CPC machines, and all MSX 64K machines. Oh boy. Squash 'em or be squashed. Rotten, aren't they? If you haven't, hard squish. Yes. Good. Dear readers, one change you may have noticed on this month's front cover is the inclusion of the, tiny letters, PCW. They spell out the fact that we are now including coverage of these machines, which have done so much to contribute to Amstrad's success in recent months. If you are a PCW owner reading us for the first time, welcome. We think you'll like it here. If you're not, rest assured that PCW coverage will be additional too, and not at the expense of our commitment to the fun-loving CPC machines. Take this month's cover feature, a playing guide to Ocean's superb Batman, which won a rave review in our last issue. Putting it together just about killed us. First we discovered that the person who had commissioned to map the game had sold it to another publication. So Andy Wilton and Bob Wade had to solve the game, generously giving up hour after hour they could spend doing work to piece together the elusive Batmobile. Artist Trevor Gillum naturally had to join in, turn their penciled scribbles into a thing of beauty. It didn't really matter that he spent a couple of days and nights drawing the entire thing sideways and therefore had to start again from scratch. This gave his colleague George Murphy time to produce the cover illustration itself. After all that, I just hope you have fun using the thing. Matt Nicholson, your new editor, should be filling this spot next issue. And I'll be able to go back to writing paychecks, dreaming up special offers, and chasing up horrible software houses who won't produce their goods on time. Enjoy the mag! Check bouncers. Most of you are very pleasant, generous, warm-hearted people. A couple of you are just a teensy-weensy bit naughty. The sort of people who would purchase goods from our mail order department using a check from a closed bank account, and then refuse to reply to polite requests for a payment their bank will honour. If anyone out there knows a F.A. Davies of 48 Ford Salad Denby Rails by T.D. Connell of 214 Bexley Road, Eltham, London. Maybe they could ask them how they're enjoying their free software. Ooh, they got doxed. Oh dear. Sugar Man. Yeah, we're at this time of 1986 where Amstrad bought out Sinclair. So, get this. Wow! All my dreams of a Sinclair empire finished. Forced to sell out to pay my debts. Yeah, Speaky Man says as he's riding off in the C5. I'm going to end it all, but I'll take them with me. With my Psych 5 rigged to explode on impact, I'm going to crash right into their offices. They won't see me coming with my lights off. Wait a minute, what was that? Seems straight for blammo. Didn't see you there, Speaky Man. You shouldn't be flying around at night with your lights off. But it's your own fault. Sob. Lunchtime, Mr. Speaky Man. How are you feeling? Bore. Then comes Hot Nurse. haven't even touched the TV. Here, it may cheer you up. Don't want it. Now. Picture's disturbed. Picture's distorted. I'll adjust the aerial for you. Remember adjusting aerials on the TV? I tell you how good Spectrum computers are. What's this? Someone praising my lovely computers? Yeah, they got it. In fact, I like them so much. Yeah. I bought the company. Censored. I think Speaky Man is not happy. Power gone to my head. Ridiculous. Reliable? Not mine. I'm at present on my 6th Amstrad. When I first heard that Amstrad had a good reliability record, I thought, great! My thoughts now aren't so great, though. The faults consisted of noise from telly. Discs won't work. Disc drives wouldn't work. Wave lines on television. Noise from speaker. Plus numerous other faults. They said, I do like my CPC 6128. Is anyone out there, male or female, who would like be a pen pal? What? That changed abruptly? Here's his whole address. Hiya, Birdie. I would like you to discontinue your childish behaviour and stop printing talking letters at the top of reaction page. Is there any point to this? Well, is there? I'd like to say hello to Wayne, Paul and Birdie, my fellow pupils at school, who swore that if they ever saw their names in this magazine, then they would get rid of their spickies and buy Arnold's. Rares Ali. Quimbron. Gwent. You expect a Spectrum owner to keep a promise? Elusive Elite. I've written a letter of complaint to Elite, and I wondered whether you agree. In the letter, I asked why Commander was converted to the Commodore 16 before the Arnold, when the ad in the magazine stated that the game would be available for Amstrads, with no mention of the C16. Where's Scooby-Doo? And why was international basketball scrapped? Peter Chandler, London. Not to mention Kokotoni Wolf, which even as far as being sent to magazines for review before it was binned. Don't worry, I'll come back. Or Roller Coaster, which has been advertised but is yet to be released. I think Elite would be first to admit that they haven't really got the act together yet as far as the Amstrad Micros are concerned. At least they had the sense to drop programs when they saw they weren't up to scratch. For the games you mentioned, only Commando is going to be released, along with Bombjack. Look out for our reviews. Scooby-Doo comes out as well, if I remember. Arnold vs. Wife. I bought They Sold a Million through your discount section, but Beachhead appears to have a bug. When I select Fair and win through to the beach assault with 2 tanks, the screen appears with about 200 tanks all over and the tank sound, then a crash. This repeats and the program restarts. Can you help? Also, can you give any hints how to get your wife interested in computers, as she is seriously affecting my progress on games? She constantly shouts down my ear, "You do nothing in this house, and you got that except make a mess with tapes and magazines all over the place. Blah 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 blah, etc." J. Gilmore, Manchester. I can't help you on Beachhead. It's a bug which is present on other copies of the disc. Your wife's problem sounds much more serious. They don't like mess, do they? Maybe you could try pointing out that your Amstrad is much tidier than other home micros, having only a single mains plug. There again, maybe you could try tidying up. Better yet would be to actually get her interested in the thing. Why don't invest in an adventure, say Red Moon from level 9? Wives seem more likely to enjoy adventures than mindless aggressive games like Beachhead. I await suggestions from other readers, especially wives with interest. They've got long-lasting Amstrads. I would like to reply to MK Gill's letter on your April issue complaining about Amstrad unreliability. Wait, what? There were other letters complaining about reliability. Okay. One of my brother's friends has owned it at 464 since Christmas 1984, and all this time he has not had any problems with it. Since anything he owns is lucky to survive more than 6 months, I'm extremely impressed with the computer's performance, as I know it hasn't been treated any better than any of his other stuff. However, his Amstrad joysticks haven't lasted quite as well, mainly due to a few games on Dilly Thompson's Decathlon. I myself have owned a 6128 since last Christmas and it still performs as well as it did the first time it was switched on, despite several months of almost constant use. Stephen Jones, Boston, links. Poor old MK Gill phoned us again the other day to say his machine had broken down yet again, a 7th time. Wait a minute. This is another guy, apparently. Class of 86. Okay. 1 plus 1 equals I don't know. Roland says no. Please, can you do an encyclopedia of Roland games because there are so many I've lost count? Mario Theodosio Hove, Sussex. Bob Wade says that you must be out of your mind. I think they covered pretty much all of them in the first issue anyway. Very impressive, but does it make the tea? Apparently it does, judging by that picture. Problematic. Your loftier questions answered. Another misprint. I don't know, it looks like a floppy disk to me. Frustrated with Spellbound. Your magazine has matured considerably since the earlier issues, although to persuade me to take out a subscription, which is quite an achievement as I am a mum. My normal reading material is Woman's Own, etc. Having been very frustrated with Spellbound, you can imagine my delight at seeing the poke in issue 7 for infinite strength. I carefully typed this in, but despite trying several times retyping and rerunning, I keep getting type mismatch in 30. Or if I press Control and small enter keys to run, I get memory fill. I am rather novice at this, so could you explain what is wrong? Then Moonahan, Maidstone, Kent. Pressing the Control and small enter keys is only for loading and running a program from a cassette. You can't use it to run a program already typed or loaded into the computer's memory. It's therefore not the right way to run a poke listing. You should just enter run. The error you're getting does not mean the mistake is in line 30. On the contrary, you certainly made a mistake in typing in the data statement, line 60. Probably you have encountered into the letter O instead of the number 0 at some point, or the letter L instead of the number 1. The line contains neither of these two letters. The future listings we print will have zeros printed with a diagonal slash to distinguish them from the letter O's. Dogged with failure. I read with interest your article on the AMX mouse package. I recently purchased the mouse and I was very impressed with the AMX art program. Mr. Larkman failed to mention the option of dumping any drawings to the printer, and I would like to ask him if he has tried. After spending several hours on a painstaking drawing of my dog, I guess that's this is a perfect drawing here, I decided to dump the picture to my printer, Tatang TP100 Epson compatible. All I could get was line feed after line feed. After saving the picture, I took the disc back to the shop for them to try it out for me. On 3 different printers, all Epson compatible, the software refused to dump the picture. On one printer, a Shinwa, it did actually start to print, but refused to line feed, and the only way to obtain the picture was to line feed it by hand. Eventually, the shop offered me my money back. I think it was very misleading that suppliers should advertise a product that is capable of doing something which obviously it is not. MJ Benton Eveson Walk. Our reviewer was certainly able to obtain a printer dump on a Citizen 120D, but other readers have had similar problems to yours. The programmers of the package say that certain Epson-compatible printers are not in fact fully compatible as far as graphics are concerned. You can obtain an information sheet which will allow you to overcome the difficulty by writing direct to the programming company, Signet Computer Consultants, blah 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 blah. Amstrad 9618, oh, not again. Yeah, so you're going to change the spectrum and make it an Amstrad 9618. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Fourth opinion. I just thought I should write to you and give you my super brainy idea. Brainy with an E. I think that every month you should have a competition. The prize being a day out at your AA offices. The winner should also, while he goes there, get a chance to have a fourth opinion space on some of the games reviewed that month. If you think this is a terrible idea, don't reply. But if you are interested, please write back to me. Leon Pigeon, London. I think it's a terrible idea. How did you guess? I am lonely. I'm the only Arnold owner I know and would like to hear from any others. User groups, etc. in my area or anywhere else for that matter. So could you print my full address and I will welcome anyone who would care to write. Keep Bob Wade off the cider. Actually, he drinks Scrumpy. Okay. Someone's stealing an Amstrad. Heavy on the magic. Conversations with Apex. Old Troll. Beware of the werewolf. The Doubt of Rabak. Before the gates of Wolfdorp. Maggot the Prince. Okay. Good face, I guess. From Gargoyle, the Games Masters. Spectrum 48K, available now. Amstrad, available May 986. Commodore 64, 128, available soon. Gerald, we've seen this ad before, plenty of times. The fifth axis, the Lauricials. Time is running out. Due to the meddling of Professor Kronos and his time machine, the very reality of the universe is threatened. He has brought back a number of artifacts from the different periods of history and stored them in his time lab. During one use of temporal shopping sprees, the time machine exploded, scattering its component parts throughout the centuries. Because of this, the universe has now started to rotate about its fifth axis. Hence the name, I guess. Making the present less probable with each passing moment. Someone needs to return all the artifacts and recover the time machine before everything literally ceases to exist. That someone is you. Be warned, you will need to use every trick of the unarmed combat skills you learned on old Earth if you are to defeat his cyborgs and survive the perils that await you in the past. I am seeing Sinclair Sugar Gobble Sinclair. $464,000 question. Amstrad's remarkable purchase of Sinclair has raised a question mark over the future of the Amstrad machine which started it all, the CPC 464. Amstrad's chairman, Alan Sugar, made clear that computers marketed under the Sinclair name will be aimed at the entertainment market, while the Amstrad name will cover more serious-minded machines. This division does not readily accommodate the strong-on-entertainment cassette-based 464, and its position appears further jeopardised by Amstrad's plans to relaunch the Sinclair Spectrum this autumn with a built-in cassette player. Industry observers also believe that Amstrad have had far greater sales success with the 6128 and the PCW machines than with the 464, and that this has lessened their support for the machine. Virgin Software's Nick Alexander spoke for many when he told us, "I would be quite surprised if the 464 continues much longer." That'd probably be wrong. He added that he would be sad to see it go, as it was currently a lot less economic and a lot more problematic selling Amstrad software on disc than on tape, a view shared by Fiber's Herbie Wright. "We like the 464 and we like selling Amstrad cassettes," he said. Amstrad themselves have denied that there will be any change in their attitude to the 464. They also deny rumours that 464 imports have already been curtailed. One Amstrad executive commented, "Why drop a machine which is making us money?" Other observers feel the company is still largely undecided on the full consequences of the Sinclair buyout, which by all accounts was worked out extremely quickly. One story has it that Alan Sugar was on holiday when the negotiations with Sinclair started, and that when contacted he authorised his pocket money bid of £5 million, expecting it to be rejected. And it wasn't. Whatever the details, the fact is that for an astonishingly small figure, just a single month's profit, Amstrad has gobbled up the UK's biggest computer manufacturer and placed itself very firmly in the number one slot. The move appears to indicate that Alan Sugar is now firmly committed to sticking with computers for the foreseeable future, a relief to those who fear that he might pull out of the market as quickly as pulled out of CB radio. What remains to be seen is how the Sinclair and Amstrad brand names are to be used in future months. Does he really like Spectrums? The Sugarman cartoon in this month's issue has our hero saying he brought up Sinclair because he liked the computers so much. This should be regarded as poetic license. The fact is that in the past, Sugar has been very disparaging of Sinclair and his products, referring to them, for example, as a boffin's ego trip. And at the press conference which broke the news of the deal between the companies, he continued to heap criticism on Sinclair machines, despite the presence of Sir Clive sitting next to him. The areas he feels they're particularly weak in are reliability and the way they've been marketed. Amstrad will give top priority to remedying these points. The reason for the purchase is less to do with liking the machines than the fact that Sinclair's considerable problems meant the company could be bought out for a snip. Many industry observers were astonished that a company which effectively created the home computer revolution in Britain could so easily be snapped up by a relative upstart. But it's happened. Another remarkable chapter in the Alan Sugar story. This week, next week, I've got Green Beret coming. Amstrad owners have been badly bit by the recent, even worse than usual spate of software delays. Numerous titles have been held up for weeks or even months after their scheduled release dates. Perhaps the worst example is US Gold's Impossible Mission. After a 3-month delay, a finished copy was sent to American software house Epix, who licensed the game, only to have it rejected on quality grounds. Programming has effectively restarted from scratch, and the game is unlikely to be released before midsummer, almost a year after US Gold first advertised it, and 6 months after it was advertised as being out now. US Gold's Dambusters has also been long delayed, but now appears to be about to make an appearance. But there are numerous other adventures. We are V and Street Hawk and Knight Rider from Ocean. We are Imagine's Comic Bakery, Mikey and Green Beret, or English Software's Night Games, or Gremlin Graphics Profanation. We are the Argus Games Yabba Dabba Doo and Max Headroom. What about the Ultimate titles Gunfight and Cyberrun, first advertised in AA at the end of last year? One can go on, but that wouldn't leave space for all the delayed disc programs such as Amsoft's Strange Loop Plus. And most of the Infocom adventures, Infocom's UK distributors Softcell, have announced plans to release most of the rest of the range on the Amstrad, including Wishbringer and Sorcerer. They might do better to get out the games already promised. For example, at the time of writing, there is still no sign of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy on the 464 and 664, 2 months after it was due. Other titles have been withdrawn because of bugs and then taken an astonishingly long time to resurface. In this category comes two major titles, Elite from Firebird and Mini Office 2 from Database Software. Mate, people have been playing Elite for months already. Both disappeared from the marketplace for over 2 months following the discovery of bugs soon after release. With the Firebird offices filling up with returned cassettes as requested in an advert they placed in several magazines, the release of the new debugged version was then further delayed when the company's duplicators went bust and quantities of stock were seized by the receivers. At time of writing, this situation remains unresolved, and Firebird still don't have a release date for the disc versions of the game, a fact for which they blame the worldwide shortage of Amstrad 3-inch discs. There's no doubt the delays have caused a huge amount of frustration among Amstrad users, as our own subscription and mail order departments can vouch. Violence on the screen. Melbourne House's new Rock and Wrestle is another combat game from the team that brought you Way of the Exploding Fist. Unlike Fist, however, Rock and Wrestle claims to be truly three-dimensional. As ace wrestler Gorgeous Greg, you take on such world-class opponents as Vicious Vivian, Molotov Mick, and Bad Bunny Trouble. Over 25 different moves you can use against them, including the aeroplane spin, the turnbuckle fly, and the atomic drop. The game topped the charts on its original C64 incarnation, but it remains to be seen whether Arnold owners are such a violent lot. Activision. Activision have a busy month or two ahead of them on the Amstrad front, as well as the Lucasfilms duo Coronis Rift and Eidolon. You can expect to see RMS Titanic, Tempest, Mermaid, and a French soccer game from Lurciel. Also still under development are Rescue on Fractalus, Ball Blazer, and American Football. Gosh. Sorry, Incentive. In our review of Mooncrest last issue, we said that the game had no pause mode. In fact, it does. Just press the H key. Beyond Midnight, a successor to the epic adventure Lords of Midnight, is on its way from Beyond. Doom Dark's Revenge, scheduled for a June release, is similar to its predecessor but bigger and better. Arna ROMs it with micro power. ROM specialists Arna have stopped producing their AD2 ROM cartridges and are now recommending the new micro power board and only fulfilling outstanding orders for the AD2 and its companion AX1 expansion card. Cripes, chaps, it's Biggles. Murasauce Biggles takes to the air in June, and Captain W.E. John's hero may never be the same again. The game is based not on the original books, but on the forthcoming Biggles feature film, a very different proposition. As Biggles, you have to photograph and destroy a German secret weapon. This involves flying a biplane, trench fighting, and a rooftop chase. The final sequence on the other side of the cassette entails destroying the secret weapon and rescuing your companions from behind enemy lines using, wait for it, a helicopter. Biggles flies a helicopter? If this all starts to sound more like Rambo than Biggles, there's a reasonable explanation for it all. Loopholes on time, to be precise. Well, it sounded reasonable to me. Anyway, if you're just dying to get airborne in your trusty Sopwith Jet Ranger, the game will set you back £9.95 on cassette and £14.95 on disc. Question competition answers and so on, and winners and so on. Getting more from CPM. There's actually a book for CPM Plus. Free software handbook. Software Plus book for all Amstrad disc owners, PCW and CPC. The Cracker. If I told you the cracker was a spreadsheet, you'd probably start thinking of it as a financial tool. Well, it is a spreadsheet, but normal budget calculations don't even scratch the surface of its capabilities. It's intended to bring spreadsheet power to math, scientific, and statistics applications. Sounds more like a hacking tool to me, but whatever. Microfile, more database software. Bit pricey for what it is. Many Office or Office Mate gives better value. Oh, it's only £20, whatever. Spelling checkers. I think they did that one on purpose. One day they'll start using spelling checkers, I'm sure. Visual micro answer back. Oh, we've been through that before. Here's Batman. Now you hold the key to Gotham City and the world of the Caped Crusader. Mate and Master. Do they pose a threat to Mini Office 2? Probably not. Britain's best value computer hardware. Amstrad PCW8256. Got accounts, invoicing, accounts plus, payroll, combo pack, super combo, Sage Retrieve, chit chat, and email. Email on your PCW. Chit chat, view data, chit chat combo, magic filer. Spend lots of money on it. Disk hacking. Locksmith. And master disk. Not terribly ethical. Well. Turbo compiler. Pro merge. Lucasfilm's Games presents Rescue on Fractalus. Amstrad version showing even. How about that? Budget printers. Your printer output. World first for British company. At the press conference held earlier this week, the Electric Studio announced the launch of the first ever pixel-accurate light gun for the Amstrad for under £20. So every other light pen before it was not accurate? Electric Studio to support US giant of digital research. More printers. Amsnet on the cheap. Look at acoustic coupler. Remember those things. Anti-glare screen. Okay. Oh no, it's a type-in section. Drum kit revisited. Unerase. Etch-a-sketch. One-liners. Etch-a-sketch and typing tutor. Not sure what you're going to teach in one line, but tricks. Do you want to be a hero? Spiggles. He's got a gun. You can be a hero. Coming in May, Commodore 64, Spectrum 48K. Coming in June, Amstrad CPC. Have to wait a bit more, huh? Meltdown, which you've already played, so it's 170k of memory. Okay, we're finally getting to the reviews. Woo! Yeah, we finally got to it. We're an hour in almost. Got to the reviews finally. Our first game of the tonight is Saboteur by Durrell. I can stretch a bit now. Okay. This arcade exploration game has you playing a saboteur who has to find a disk containing data on rebel leaders who we aren't told in a security complex. The complex is heavily guarded, but you must overcome its obstacles to get a disk, plant a bomb, and escape. The game begins with a saboteur clad in ninja garb leaping from an inflatable dinghy into the water beneath a wooden pier. We were talking about spinning chickens just before. From here on, you're in control, and the first task is to climb the pier and enter the security complex. Once inside, the search begins through a maze of rooms, corridors, tunnels, and ladders. The game can be completed in several ways, each one giving a different score depending on the task completed. At its simplest, you can just head for the escape helicopter on the roof of the building. This won't bring many dividends though, and much higher scores are attained by attempting the harder tasks. The disk is in the computer center, and getting that out of the building will bring more points. If you manage to find the time bomb, it can be dropped in the disk's place for yet more points for finally escaping. Before it blows, I guess. The whole operation is performed against the clock, which is replaced by the bomb's timer fuse if it is set. If either of these run out, the game ends, but once you've got an idea of what you're doing, the time limits are fairly reasonable. And the other way of ending the game is by running out of energy, and this can happen because of 3 different causes. Security guards wander around some sections and can reduce your energy by punching, kicking, throwing things, and shooting at you. However, a quick kick, punch, or throw an object of your own will lay them out permanently. Dogs also patrol some areas and will savage you if given a chance. These can be laid out with a downwardly directed object or jumped over. Security weapons mounted in the ceiling also fire at you, but they just have to be avoided and cannot be destroyed. The objects that the saboteur can throw in come in several varieties: bricks, rocks, knives, pointed stars, pipes, and grenades. They all have the same satisfying effect of reducing the opposition by 1. The energy that is used up in fights can be replenished by standing around in an empty room or corridor, but this wastes valuable time. Most of the time, the large and quite nicely animated character gets about by running and climbing ladders. However, there are 2 underground trains to travel in, and also a stanchions and gantries platforms section where a lot of jumping is required. The guards and dogs are quite well done, but the room backgrounds are very regular, and only some of them contain interesting features. There are 9 different skill levels which affect the ferocity of the complex's defences and the position of the time bomb. It's quite an ordinary arcade exploration game that may provide some interest until you crack it, but lacks real depth in the task and gameplay. Second opinion. It's pretty obviously a direct conversion from the Spectrum, with no serious attempt made to exploit Amstrad's extra graphics capabilities. An interesting screen might not matter if the action was pulsating, but it isn't. Green screen view. Oh dear, several screens are completely unplayable. Silly. Good news. Some large animated characters. Reasonable game size and complexity. Bad news. Disappointing backgrounds and colour schemes. Just exploration and little to think about. Positioning for getting up and down ladders can be finicky and annoying. Graphics 56, Sonics 42, grab factor 51, staying power 57, overall AA ratings 53%. So, a bit less than average. It's now we can start playing stuff again. Let's get started here. You have a color monitor. Yes. It's got a hack to fix the colors if you're playing in case you're playing on green screen. Saboteur by Clive Townsend. Ninja's got ninja stars and a flamethrower. £100 reward. If your copy of this game does not have a blue cassette body with Durrell embossed on it and does not have Durrell on the lead and strip, then there's a forgery. Please send any forgeries to Durrell Software Limited, Castle Lodge, Castle Green, Chaunton, Somerset, England. If your name and address and the name and address of the person who supplied you with the forgery, you will be sent a genuine replacement copy and a reward of £100 if your information leads to a successful prosecution. Sick Nick. Okay. Ninjas. I guess the ninjas, that's why they're going to be hard to see on a blue background. Okay. Let's get started. Alright. J for joystick. And start. Skill level. We'll start on skill level 1 because we're morons. Your mission will be extremely easy. Right, here you go. Put him down a bit. Ninja can swim, which I suppose is a good thing. Up we go. Dog. Oh, there goes the ninja star. It's a waste. Let's get it. Down the ladder. Okay, he'll get our energy back. Takes time. Off we go. Up we go. Hit a wall. That's a wall. I've already lost. Oh, jeez, got dude here. Climb down, come on, climb down. I am already lost. I think we're supposed to be going up or something, aren't we? Oh. A little tram here. Oh, he's got a gun. There's nothing on him. Can't duck if you get your energy back. You just gotta stand still. How do I use this? Can I use this thing? Guess not. Down. Oh. That's a door. So how do I use this? Yeah, whatever. Ah, dog. Well, that's a dead end. Because I have absolutely no idea where anything is here. That's a wall. Oh. What's up here? This is where we came in. That's where we came in, wasn't it? Go down. Oh, right. It's not much happening here. Oh yeah, I know of Saboteur being pretty well received to some extent. It's of course I'd never really played it much. I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. Probably just going to run out of time. Out we go. Anything here? Ooh. Brook. Here you go. We got a brook. Oh, there's nothing here, huh? Yeah. Oh, of course. Missed. Ah, dog. It's up here. Yeah, dog. Oh, that ball just went right through me. Oh, okay. We'll just... Oh. Nice sort of thing. Knife. Ah, get away from me. Eat knife. Okay. What's up here? Huh. Can we get up here? Yes, we can. And there's nothing there. Huh? In the lower path. No. Oh, we've got 10 seconds left. No, timeout. Mission terminated. Well, we didn't die at least. Right, 10 best ninja saboteurs. I'll give this one more try. It'll be extremely easy. Probably once you know where everything is, then it'll be extremely easy. No other items in the water? No? Go. Dead end. Huh? Down we go. Can't go up there. Okay, up we go. We'll just climb instead of jump kick. Oh geez, it looks just... Another dog. Keep climbing. Get some health back. No other items around here. Oh, that's right. That's where the knife is. Got a knife. Okay, there's nowhere else to go up here. Can't do a jump kick because there's no room. No idea to tell if that's activated or whatever the hell it is. If it does anything. Platforming. Yeah, dog. Knife. Yeah, nothing here. It's down here. Oh, it's just this area. It's this direction. Nothing. I suppose we just go back up. Maybe. This is like platforming fun. Oh no, falling. Ow. Well, we do 4 damage. At least it's not fatal or anything stupid. Oh, really? That doesn't go up either. Okay then. Because you've got platforming to do. Too far this time, huh? Ah, yeah. That's what we want platforming. If I go this way. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if I can throw at him. There's nothing no items hiding here. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh, we'll let it get up here. There's nothing here. Let it stops there. It's hard to tell. Where's the helicopter? Oh, okay, here we go. Off we go. Ninja's always escape mission successful. That's all you had to do in this difficulty level. Didn't score as high though. Whatever. Anyway, we can move on to the next game now. Right. Next game is Forbidden Planet by Design. Design are real stalwarts of the Amstrad market and have consistently produced good value products. The two latest products differ vastly in nature, one being an arcade adventure and this one an out-and-out shoot-'em-up. As usual, there are many additional features that add value to the package and may make you laugh a little too. There's no mistaking the origins of the game. It's an obvious Dark Star derivative. It attempts to improve on the classic space shoot-'em-up. In true design style, it has some extremely silly features and comments on the instructions, high score table and game options. But if you've got one of the other games, you'll have seen it all before. Two excellent additions it has are the game's Hall of the Things and Invaders, which are thrown in as a bonus. This enhances the value of the package, and many nostalgia freaks may find themselves playing Invaders more than they do the main game. If you remember the planet's surface from Dark Star, then you'll recognise this planet because it takes the same form. There are no space sequences on this game, but the planet itself is much larger and packed with more features. The aim is to skim the planet's surface in search of the pieces of the Evil Lord's final message, and then to crack the code that protects them. The codes are collected by just flying through them and specific zones of the map. But just most of the time you'll be quite fully occupied shooting at and avoiding the defences. These consist mostly of towers of different shapes and sizes that blast deadly accurate missile fire at you. Many of these can be shot, but for the most part you'll be happy to try to avoid everything. The planet is also equipped with force fields, plasma guides, that have to be flown through. Anything that manages to hit your ship will damage its shields, which can quickly disappear because of the heavy opposition you face. Energy can be replenished at various energy zones on the map, but most you won't have time to get to one before the end arrives. Other features include distortion zones, teleports to you and me, that plonk the ship down elsewhere on the planet and not always to your advantage. The action is very fast and furious, with everything being thrown at you, but at times the planet's surface becomes totally invisible, leaving you with a black screen. The gameplay is extremely tough, but not unaddictive. Its major problem being the control of the ship, which is extremely slow to make turns. There's not much strategy involved, just a lot of blasting and moving, but fans of the genre will like it. Along with the other two games, it makes a pleasing package, but if you've got Dark Star already, you may feel more than a little cheated if you buy it. Second opinion. Yes, it's another round of shooting towers, dodging flak and flying through shapes. Your turning circle must be a good 100 miles across, and the flak's so thick you can get out and walk on it. I mustn't complain though, because it's the only difficulty that makes it worth playing. I prefer Dark Star. Come to that, I prefer the Invaders. Green screen view. Crucial shapes are invisible, and so is your energy status. Not really playable. Good news. 2 bonus games thrown in. Fast and Furious Action. Weird and humorous features. Tough game aim that will take some cracking. Bad news. Too similar to Dark Star for comfort. Difficult control and heavy defenses make it prohibitively difficult. On-screen graphics sometimes border on the non-existent. Graphics 62, Sonics 31, grab factor 72, staying power 66. Overall rating is 68%. Yeah. It's better than Saboteur then, apparently. So let's get it started. Okay. Some basic shoot 'em up action. Forbidden Planet, Part 3 of the Dark Star Trilogy. We have instructions. Let's find the code sequence and decode them. All the keys are used are defined except 1 displays map, 2 quick game, 3 display codes found, 4 returns to the game from these. That's instructions. That's it. So get the playing keys and joystick. Q&As, accelerate, decelerate. Up, down, left, right, fire. Okay. Don't need to change anything. Change the game options. Change skill factors. Easy, normal, nasty, very nasty, pretty damn devastating. We'll stick with normal. Change noises. Strange, stranger, and strangest. Computers should be seen and not heard. Good. Display format. Slimline or wide angle. I don't know what these mean. Does nothing whatsoever. Yep, 5 does nothing whatsoever. It's not wrong. Designed without the aid of a computer. Do we have a default high score here? High score. It does have a high score table. I want to see all the defaults. Oh, there it is. Live on the second floor now. They're trying to bust the door down. Soon I'll have a new address. So much for liberation. They'll have a celebration. Yeah, I've been under too much stress, and as the clouds begin to rumble, so the juggler makes a fumble. And the sun up on my wall is getting less. Don't give a damn, fight while you can. Kill, shoot 'em up, they'll run amok. Shout Judas loud, they'll hear us. Soldier, sailor, who's your tailor? They'll run for cover, and when they discover everyone's a nervous wreck now. Let's start the game. Let's go. Oh. Yeah, this is your tuning speed. Don't shoot down, come on. Jeez. Actually would be nice. Okay, I don't know why we need to decelerate. I don't know why we need to accelerate. We don't want to go through them faster, do we? I'm not sure you can avoid half this damage. Escape code sequence. does what? This is not helping. How do we get out of this? No. Oh, right. Terrain within scope. Okay, I see. We have a map. Code stores. Right. Dislocations. Oh, that's right. There's the teleports. Well, if I turn right around, oh, there's another thing. Various options. For to continue. We'll keep going this direction. How are you supposed to shoot all these? Possible. Dead, pretty much. And dead, yeah. You go too fast, you're gonna die. Someone. Good. Try again. First thing it does is come and shoot you. Good. Let's just go fast. Well, this is where the sections are black. That's useful. Where are we now? These things we have to fly through, I presume. Where are we now? Oh, we teleported. Okay, if we go straight from here, we should be fine, right? Ow. And dead. Yeah, it's rather hard to stay alive in this game. See, what does wide angle look like? If it's any different. Wider display, I guess. So hard to hit anything. killed. Nero just trying to turn around, it takes ages to turn. They're kind of right about that. Just like swearing. Right, shit somewhere else. Good. Yep. Design games be like that. No swearing allowed. You sort of got the idea, I think. It's hard to survive. Yeah, I think I agree. I'd rather play Darkstar. Okay, we'll switch back onto the next game. Next game is 2112 AD. This is also by Design. Everyone's into icons these days. Even the Wacky Boys copyrighted BBC TV quiz game phrase at Design. It's also a bit of a departure for them, in that this is a true arcade adventure rather than the usual shoot anything that moves games. Surprisingly, the scenario is fairly boring, and it involves the familiar plot of a computer taking over the UK with you, the hero, Yawn Boar, who has to stop it by collecting 9 control codes. This is the heart of the game because the codes have to be found in a computing complex that is presented using a rather novel 3D technique. Each room is viewed side on and is just one screen wide, but has a lot more depth. If you walk into or out of the room, it scrolls to reveal more of the room. This is done using some clever perspective, so that as the screen scrolls, objects and scenery pop into view or disappear from it. The system works quite well, and you should find that with a bit of walking around, everything in the room becomes visible at some stage. The bottom of the screen is given over to the information section and the icon menus. These are how you keep a check on the man you control and his faithful companion Poddy, the mechanical dog. There are a number of controls available for manipulating objects, and the 2 characters, and also ones for saving, loading, and restarting games. Poddy is the most important and the most annoying feature of the game. He is essential to your task because he can carry lots of objects, but he's likely to send the most loyal dog lover crazy. He'll follow you around, sort of, but needs a lot of coaxing, particularly when getting him between rooms. And then just when you want him to buzz off and give you freedom of movement, he'll start dogging your heels and getting in the way. He looks very much like the Doctor Who dog K9, but some of us would willingly rearrange his features with a spanner. The rooms are connected by doors in the sides and tops of them, which can mostly be walked through, but are sometimes locked. These rooms have machines in them controlled by the computer and therefore hostile to you. Both these problems need objects to deal with them. The doors need keys to unlock them, and if immobilized by a robot, you need a first aid kit to get you going again. Other important things to do are getting cans of food to help keep the character going and charging Poddy's batteries at handy wall sockets. There are many other objects to be found, like bombs, a light bulb, and a cash point card, but where and how to use them is pretty difficult to work out. This may mean it will take you a while to get really into the game. The graphics are beautifully designed and use well-chosen colours. Movement is a little slow but well animated, and after all, you don't need to go anywhere in a hurry. The icon system works well, but the adventure element seems obscure and difficult to get to grips with. Poddy is the real problem, though. He may be house-trained, but he'll never make the Crufts Obedience School. A second opinion. I wasn't all that impressed by this one. There's no real urgency about any of it. I didn't find it all that exciting graphically. Icon fans will go a bundle over the control system, but the lack of interest in gameplay or locations left me cold. It's very competently done, but I didn't get anything out of it except a sincere desire to wreck Poddy. Right, everyone hates Poddy. Green screen view. The rooms are very uninspiring in motto, but the gameplay is unaffected. Good news. Well designed and attractive rooms. Good use of icons for Poddy and the man. Yeah, Poddy gets a name, the man he's just the man. Difficult exploring and puzzling task. Nice animation on the main character. Bad news. Potty's control will drive you up the wall. Task seems obscure and too difficult at times. Graphics 76, Sonics 12, grab factor 55, staying power 76, overall rating 73%. So now we get to try to house train Potty. Oh look, a helpful directory listing for a change. Okay, RCP emitters. English, French, and German or Spanish? English, please. If it's icon driven, what do you need language for? Okay. Yeah, there's Potty. Yeah, that looks like K9, alright. Oh, that's right. We've got to use the keys first. ZX, N and M, which makes perfect sense. And we've got to... is it enter? What is that? Oh, it's comma, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Boom. Now we've got joystick control, which is better. ZX, N and M is stupid. So we start new. And he goes Potty, he's off to do his own damn thing. Oh, that's right. Dude works with tank controls, because... Of course he does. Yeah, you go and walk down a bit. All these controls. No objects carried. Potty is ready. Potty is feeling very good. No objects carried. They're feeling very good. No objects carried. No objects carried. Look at these here. Got pick up object. Drop object. Help for more. Man inventory. Select man object. Quit. Transfer to Potty. Okay, so I've got to pick it up and then transfer it to Potty. Because sure, okay. Transfer from Potty. Dog inventory. Eat food. First aid. Lock unlock. Man status. Potty status. Potty power. Next screen. Potty select. New game, old game, load game, save game, tape, disc, keyboard selection, joystick selection, quit game. Okay. Potty is feeling very good. We did that. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Stupid Okay, go, Potty. You can get out of the way now, Potty. Potty. Oh, and you get the first aid kit. Help from all Potty is ready. Feel this. First aid kit. Transfer it to Potty. Potty is not close. Potty's ready. First aid kit. There you go. Is this an item? Can. Potty can have the can. I have no idea what I'm doing otherwise here. What is this thing over here? Is this an item? Fuse. Okay. Give that to Potty as well. Potty is carrying fuse, can, first aid kit. Selected object, fuse. Okay, so this is what selected does. Selected object, can. Selected object, first aid kit. Okay, keep the first aid kit handy just in case. Out of the way, Potty. Out of the way, Potty. You left Potty. Get back here, Potty. Come on, Potty. Potty is ready. Okay, what is this thing here? No close object. Well, I guess it's nothing then. There's a power socket here. No close socket. No close socket. Do I have to get close to it? I have absolutely no idea. Potty won't get out of my way. Potty has been charged. Good. See what else is in here. That looks like a key. It's now obscured by stuff. Liggy key. Okay, good. Transfer it to Potty. He gets close. These steps? No. Apparently not. Potty, come on. We need a robot dog whistle. You sure this isn't a thing? No closed door. That's not a door either then. Ah. Move, damn you. Oh, I still got the thing. No, you're just in the way, Potty. Why can't I move now? You have been immobilized. Potty is ready. Potty is feeling very good. You have been immobilized. I don't want that. Give that back. Stay, kid. You feel better? Yep, that fixed it. Good. Okay. What's that do? Ah, okay. Just gets us back to here again. Is it? What does that do? Okay. Okay, it's load game. Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay. I'll walk. Back here, Potty. Here, Potty. Here, Potty. Come on, Potty. Come on, Potty. Yeah, he's kind of useless sometimes. Come on. Come on, Potty. Over here. Okay. Come on, Potty. Come on, Potty. Where are you going, Potty? Potty? Come on, buddy. Potty, come on. You can come here. We got dog whistle. Okay. I'm sure there must be more than these just two useless rooms. Out of the way, Potty. 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 There doesn't seem to be much else here. Tank controls. So I don't know what we're doing now. So this thing looks like an elephant's foot. This is where we use the league key. Just yeah, probably not. But no closed door. No closed door. Oh, that's a door? You have no key. Oh, that's a door, is it? It is absolutely not obvious. Run from the robot. It'll immobilize us. Aha. Potty. Potty. Back here. Potty. Potty. Well, come on, Potty. Take your time. Oh, I've been I've been immobilized again, haven't I? We've been immobilized with one aim. Potty is ready. Well, I can't move now. Yeah, well, I'll just say we just agree with death to Potty. We'll go on to the next game now. It's 10 o'clock. Played, 3 games? Okay. I suppose 4 if you count indoor soccer, but whatever. Okay. Okay. Next game is Nick Faldo Plays the Open. A golf game. The Open in question is the one at Royal St George's last year. A pity they didn't get Sandy Lyle to put his name on the game because he won it. The course is recreated in glorious Amstrad pixels with all its hazards and holes intact. You'll need to go to Sandwich to check out the real thing though. The game is icon driven through a box at the bottom of the screen with the top 2/3 of the display being devoted to the course. It shows the area around the ball, and using the map icon it can be zoomed out to reveal the whole of the hole you are currently playing. The course can be played in 4 different ways: a full round, holes 1 to 9, holes 10 to 18, and individual holes at a time. The par is 70, but it will take plenty of practice at each hole before you get close to that, because it is even easier than the real thing to make a complete mess of a hole. Once you've learnt the basics, though, a reasonable total under 90 should be possible. After viewing each hole, the player has woods, 3, 5, 7 and 9 irons, wedge and putter. Common sense will mostly tell you what club to use at first, but finding out the particular distance achieved by each from different lies is a matter of practice. The shot direction indicator has to be set next in the bottom left of the box and can make a number of important decisions about the shot he's going to play. At the top left of the icon box is a club selector, which gives you the choice of driver. 3 and 5 be anywhere between in a 360 degrees circle. When choosing this, the wind direction and strength also needs to be taken into consideration, as this will affect the flight of the ball. The last parameter to be set is the strength of the shot, and again, the best setting of this for a situation can only be discovered by trial and error. Having set everything up, you activate the golf ball icon to play the shot. If the computer disagrees with your choice, the club will ask, "Sure?" And you can change your selection if you want to. When the shot is actually played, the golfer in the icon box will swing the speed depending on the force of the shot and hit the ball on the right hand side edge of the screen. The display now switches completely to an overhead view of the ball as it flies through the air, the map scrolling underneath it. It gets bigger as its height increases and then falls away again. The process now repeats until you get the ball into the hole and move on to the next one. The putting process is the same as for the other shots. The course has the usual hazards of rough, bunkers, water, out of bounds, sea, road and pathways, all of which will produce a different result from a shot when hit. It is certainly the best golf game I've seen and is very playable. The course graphics and the way the shots are played is very nice, and it will present plenty of challenge with one L as you try to hit par. Golf is still something of a minority sport though in computer terms. Second opinion. Golf strikes me as one of those games that really doesn't belong on a computer. I mean, this one streets ahead of any other golf game, but it's still just dull and clumsy on the little screen. Where's the thrill of the long drive, the skill of the putt? Where's the 19th hole? Green screen view. It's a golf game, so it has a green screen anyway. Oh. Good news. Instantly playable with handy icon system. Very nicely presented with lots of detail on the course. The shots are really well played with more action than previous games. Bad news. Golf still has limited appeal on a computer. You still can't get enough different direction angles for really accurate play. Graphics 62, Sonic 17, grab factor 59, staying power 69, overall rating 65%. Okay, let's start this up. Okay, I will start this up, and I can hear my cat wanting attention, so I'll go handle that now, and while this loads, back in a moment. Okay, we're back. Cat is being fed. I probably want more in probably 5 minutes. So we'll just play the first 9 holes of this and see how far we get. See what happens. Okay. We have a pointer, a mouse pointer. These really hard to distinguish bars here. I guess that's strength. Club's driver. This is direction. This is the map here. You gotta hold it to look at it. You are here. Okay. Okay, it's hard to tell when it's full or not which colour it's supposed to be. It's pink and reddish. Okay, so head in that general direction. Where's the wind? Wind is northeast, so we'll hit that more that way. Maybe that way. Hit that. Whoosh. Whee! I think we missed. Yeah, that's terrible. Now we're here. Good. Oh boy. I want it more upwards. One there would be better. Well, the wind changed. Is that east? Whack. Oh, way too much. Way too much. Way too much. Off the map. Off the map. We'll reduce that power a bit. Sure, sure. That did not go very far. Sure, sure. But we're not getting very far here. Oh, it's too far again. Maybe we reduce the driver type here. 7 iron, see how far we get. We should be still on the map now, yeah. Up. Oh boy. Make it a wedge. Are we hitting it? Put it down into the left a bit. Oh, this is hard. We'll reduce that power a bit. Ooh, that's close. We're putting now, right? We've got a sick putter, huh? Okay, I think we need this power. Yay! How many strokes did that take? 9. Yeah. Let's have a look here. You are here. Holes up there. Okay. Well, I can hear the cat again, so we start something up here. We start VLC back up again here. And I'll be back in a minute. The cat clearly wants more. Okay, we're back. Cat's gone outside now. He's eaten enough. He's had his attention and everything. So stop that now. We can play more golf. We're apparently still using our putter here. Okay, driver. Pick that power up to maximum. Where are we? Hitting it straight up. Be a little less power. Straight up. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay. Use that wedge now. Okay. Release power. Turn it around more to about that. Not bad. Here we go. Putter. About there. Into around that. No, missed. Right. Hey! We took 5 shots. Yeah, we're really good at golf. You are here. That's a fairly short one, that is. The 5 wood up for that one. Up. Sure? Uh-oh. If I ask you if you're sure, it's usually not a good thing. Let power down a bit. Sure? Sure. It's a little short. Shorter than I expected. Well, that was not as far as I expected it to go. Just do the same shot. Oh, whoa, jeez, too far. Well. Okay. Now we can putt. Oh, that wasn't very far. Oh, missed. Really? Get in the hole. Really? 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 uh, uh, do that then. Oh, come on. This is getting stupid now. Finally. Okay. You are here. Okay then. Driver again. Full power. To the right, I think. More or less. Do that and go. Ugh. Ooh, here we go. That's good. Can we get a hole under par? Putter. Can we do this? Can we get it in? Maybe a little more. Of course, this goes right by the pole. Ah, come on. Come on, get in the goddamn hole. I think it just went right over the hole. Uh, okay, we'll leave make the fifth hole the last one. How stupid is this hole going to be? At least these holes are realistic. So there's something. You are here. Okay, so we'll just hit it right about that direction. Full power. Driver. Smack. Oh, she's a little too far. Oh, too far, too far. Okay. We can putt from here, right? A little off there. Straight down. And over the hole it goes. And this will go in, please. Yes. Good. Yeah. So yeah, this is Nick Faldo plays the Open. Did I change the title? Did I remember to change the title? I did change the title. Good. Okay. We can happily go back to the magazine now. Get on to the next game. Next game is Alien Highway. Time is it? 10:30. Yep, we've got time for this. This might be the last game though. What is after this? Zoids. Okay, we can start with Zoids then next time. Alien Highway. Subtitled Encounter 2, this is the follow-up to the immensely successful Highway Encounter, and is once again set on a roadway where you have to battle alien forces. The general format is the same as before, but many important changes and new features have been made to maintain originality and make this a knockout game. Having beaten off the attack on Earth, you are now attempting to destroy the alien citadel that lies at the end of the 30 zones of roadway. The road runs from the bottom left of the screen to the top right, and as before is packed with nasty hazards. This had to be negotiated in your dustbin look-alike Volton. You don't look like dustbins, look like Daleks, come on, you can say it. While pushing along the Terratron, which will destroy the alien city. Along the road, the Terratron has to be energized at 7 regeneration stations. Otherwise, it will not work when you reach the final zone. The Terratron can be pushed all over the roadway instead of keeping to the centre like the Lasertron in Encounter. This gives you plenty of scope for movement, but also makes control and progress up the highway much harder. Fortunately, the Terratron slides easily though. This means that even though it may look like you got it stuck somewhere, it can be pushed diagonally on the side to move it. Yeah, you'll need that skill quite a lot because you're guaranteed to get into a lot of tight spots. There's only one Vorton to push the Terratron because the live system of the previous game has been done away with in favour of an energy gauge. This is depleted by contact with many items but replenished when the Terratron hits a regeneration station. When it reaches 0, the game ends. The end can also be brought about by exhausting the game time limit, although this is a bit more generous than on Encounter. There are lots of enemies, including some nasty surprises for even the best of Encounter players. Most noticeable is that the edge of the road has been electrified and rapidly drains your energy when run into, making positioning much tougher. There's another static hazards that drains energy fast, flame points. Both these features have to be avoided at all costs or your game won't last long. The moving hazards are less deadly individually, but wage a dangerous war of attrition. They have some nasty characteristics like homing in, ducking, attacking when your back is turned, or your laser's empty when trapping the Vorton in some lethal spots. Some can be shot with your front-mounted lasers, others will have to be blocked or scooted past. There are barrels similar to the ones in Encounter that can be moved around as blocks, but these appear randomly so that there won't always be one when you need it. The screens also appear in a random layout with each new game, although there are groups of screens that stay together and the tough ones will bunch towards the end of the road. The animation is great on many of the features, and once again there's a nice end-game sequence, although it's not quite as impressive as the Encounter one. The aliens are wonderful when they move with craning necks and ducking action. The Terratron also gets in on the act when it is regenerated because what looks like a hand pops out of it to pull its lid down. The controls are a little finicky at first, but like Encounter, it becomes maddeningly addictive after just one game. The aliens and obstacles are even better than before, more deadly too. The random features make the game less predictable. You never know what to expect, and even Encounter players will find this a tough new challenge, while the newcomer will undoubtedly marvel at the sheer genius of the game. Alien lineup. A kamikaze alien. Home straight in at high speed, explodes on contact, but can be shot. Kamikaze alien. Home straight in at high speed, explodes on contact, but can be shot. So they're both kamikaze aliens? Angle poise Zeb. Moves around rapidly and will hit you from behind given half a chance. Explodes on contact, can be shot. Ducking Zeb. Hides from Vorton's gaze and even ducks to avoid laser fire. Cowardly in the face of fire, but pounces fast if you aren't ready for it. Explodes on contact, can be shot. Bouncing ellipse. That's how you spell ellipse. It will bounce between 2 points, does not explode on contact, but causes energy drain anyway. Cannot be shot. Flame point. Static, but rapidly drains energy when bumped into. Cannot be shot. Green screen view. The game is practically black and white anyway, so you're not missing much. Second opinion. Vortex certainly have made a lot of changes for this Encounter sequel, but they're not all improvements. I particularly miss the extra Vortons and the mappable terrain of the earlier game. Still, the gameplay is terrific, and the aliens are better than ever, and the electrified road edge is just wicked. Good news! 30 new zones! Fantastic graphics and animation. New features like electrified road edge that make new gameplay. Evil new aliens which duck and home in. Maddeningly addictive, you've just got to see the end. Bad news, it has many similarities to its predecessor. Newcomers may take some time to learn the ropes. Graphics 92, Sonics 32, grab factor 91, staying power 87, overall rating 89%. So now we try it out for ourselves. Okay. Hey, Madrigal, we're just about to play some Alien Highway. Let's get a zap. Hey, no way. Keyboard with information. So Photon, under your direct control. Terratron, Earth's ultimate weapon. Regeneration station. 7 required to activate Terratron. Terratron status. Domes indicate regenerations achieved. The Kamikaze aliens. The Zebs. The obstacles. Beware electrified road edge. Okay. Okay, here we go. Beep. Transporting. Yep, period. You're not. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Stop. Stop. Okay. Okay. Onward. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Well, that was a mistake. Good. We'll try that again. Yeah, the stages are different, alright? Good to know. Get the thing into here. One of these. Oh, careful. Okay. Okay, that's one down. Uh-huh. Can't move there, huh? I think I screwed this up. Okay. Perfect. Oh, don't touch it. A little more room. And off we go. Oh yeah, they just home right in on you. Exterminate. Yeah, very much Dalek-like. Ugh. Off we go. Push this thing some more. Ow. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. We can get energy back in the next screen. Again. Where's that fast one? That would be the one to get out of here. Yeah, go. Okay. Okay, that's a mistake. Ooh, somehow we survived. Stop. Stop. Turn. Stop. Okay, so I guess we're going to... And don't push it towards the edge of the road. Come on. She stop that. God, there's more of them. Of course there is. Oh, 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 oh. Stop it. Well, it doesn't really help much because, well... Go pick up a thing. Wait, where is it? Oh, I've lost it. Oh, it is there. Thought I'd lost it for a moment. Well, that worked out well. Jeez. Please enter your name. No. Have another one more go. Stop. Okay. Jeez. Ow. No, don't. Ow. Okay, off we go. Don't push it backwards. Ow. Ow. Okay, off we go. Okay, that was one way. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Ow, ow. Go through that gap, huh? Hmm. 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 That might be a mistake. Get this thing around there. No, we can't get it through there. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, I guess that was a mistake then. No, that won't go through. I think we're stuck. I can't go through. No, I can't go through either, obviously. Yeah, that screwed that. Getting better though.